How's it going, world? JGamer760 back in the video. Today we're playing EU4 once again. Last time we left off, we defeated Turret in a war over here, and in this episode, once my manpower reserves go back up, over in this episode and next episode, I intend to go to war with Portugal over the Caribbean. But soon we will be getting our own colonial nation here in the Caribbean. Well, I thought we would be, but it seems it's taken a bit. Anyway, we're able to take this now, so that's pretty good. I can't seem the only rival we have is for Slavia. It seems they're no longer a valid rival either. Alright, well that's interesting. Alright, well I guess for these I'll just park these there. And I'll leave these troops there. But I'll send these ships back westward. Yeah, hit around Maine works. Yeah, it seems some stuff is going down in Portugal. Over with this guy. Yeah, well, at the very least, if we do decide to go war with Portugal, they only have their vassals to help them. I'm not really sure how the trust of favor system works with allies in this, because majority of the time when I'm playing, I just the only real quote-unquote allies I have would be the colonial nations I have. Alright. Alright. So it seems this episode's mainly just gonna be peaceful consolidation, somewhat peaceful consolidation of the Caribbean. Might as well build some in this area. And I'll keep these troops here. I imagine this is probably going to be where trouble would be most likely to spawn. In that case we can go with Slavia again. And I might as well build a spy network in Portugal. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we'll just have to build one unit, but even then, should be strong enough to take care of theirs. Please survive. There we go. Let them build back up and then attack again. And attack one final time. There we go. That'll teach them for rising up against this one. We didn't even have any troops stationed there. And so yeah, well, when we're able to, my plan will be to try to agitate Portugal's colonies. It will agitate for liberty. Oh well. Okay, we don't have the high enough diplo tech for that. Really a diplo tech 9. Unfortunate, so seems most of these build both, as we could probably do, would be the support rebels. There we go. So let's see, hold on. Well, with these I'll take off orbit, or I'll have 3 boats here. And I'll disband those. That's it. Carracks are best for actual at-sea battles, so I guess we'll start building a few more of those along here. Alright, so against Portugal themselves, we could theoretically declare war and still join, but not against the colony itself. We're not against one of the colonies themselves. Which is a bit annoying. Put a few more troops there. Okay, Castile has embraced colonialism. Not sure how that'll play out, but alright. Okay, Favonia's already started to go a bit too close to Louisiana. And while so these people down here, one war who are you allied with, also them, wait, or one row. So the Cherokee down there, those people, those guys out that way, and the Cree. So best to go toward the Iroquois now, and then take out the rest later. Yeah, I guess we'll go with that claim. That doesn't really matter. That's all they're gonna... We'll take them down anyway. If the colonists, colonial nations are starting to move in to help consolidate control. And majority of the land goes to Favonia. Just might as well take this land up here. I'm guessing Favonia's going to be quite happy that they're finally going to get this land properly. And to be fair, I would be quite happy to finally have cleaner borders in this as well. The only real downside is that I won't be able to claim they'll be able to like siege down the land, use help with boats in this. They border each other? Oh yeah, I guess it does make sense. That's not a buffer nation in the middle. Because already here looks like they could end up like forming Russia. Sweden up there is getting quite powerful, which just makes sense. They had a fourth great power. Hungary's? Oh yeah. Quite messy borders over there. I'll just focus on these messy borders that I'm in the process of fixing. Yeah, well, they discovered it, I'll end it. Well, see, so where's that state? Not Cape Verde. And not sure where it is, but I'll deal with that later. Honestly, but the Iroquois went all the way down there for some reason. That's just foolish. And we'll have to go help. And never mind, just a trick. We'll continue sieging other provinces up here. Yeah, Florida's also going to select the siege of Puerto Rico or something. Oh, Florida's getting sieged down, that's unfortunate. Hopefully the siege up here finishes soon. Here's a harsh treatment. Hey, finally siege on that province. Now we'll go help there. Canada. What's the most amount of gold? Alright. And well, that's all the land I have and I can't really escape anywhere, so yeah, might as well. Yeah, Canada's starting to take shape here. There we go. Seize on these provinces. Finally seize on that province over there. Oh, these guys are clearing quite a bit of land over that way. Let's see what Iroquois, how much of this would I be able to take in this war alone? Okay, I'd be able to take all of it. Alright, yeah, might as well. I would get that much amount of money from it. Yeah, might as well do it now. And while I could easily just go to war with Wenro now, I'll save that for a future episode as to not, also don't take garrison this much land. Alright. I might as well do it again. I'm not sure of the core places, but Castile and Tourette's are both over here already. So I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that, but I'm definitely gonna try to rush my way down to the Falklands when possible. Yeah, well, Castile and are a bit concerning. Expansion. Alright, so yeah, well, expansion, exploration, Ministry of Defensive. Okay. So it seems as though we're gonna have to go into another war against Tourette soon. The reason being is because Castile, that's one thing, to have them also be a colonial power out this way, and I'm somewhat fine with that, but Tourette is an actual rival, even though it doesn't say so on here, but I consider him to be a rival. So I prefer to prevent them from holding as much land as possible. Alright. So yeah, well, when I'm able to, I'll justify the war claim, fabricate the claim against Portugal. Alright, Puerto Rico is self-sustaining. Italy, for some reason, has embraced colonialism. Okay, now we get the Angevin West Indies, so I'm gonna call it the Angevin Antilles instead. Alright, I'll go for Antigua. Let's see where hopefully more decolonial nation now doesn't automatically go for Guadalupe because of the remaining islands. That's one that I don't really care about that much here. Yeah, unsurprisingly, I don't have any ships yet. So well, let's see. So they have 5 troops and 13 ships. So yeah, well, I believe these are all. I won't sell them any ships currently, but I will send them 500 just to like help them start building ships and stuff. And the reason why I'm giving it to them, and the reason why I didn't do that for either Favonia or Canada is because unlike those two, the Antilles here is already in direct competition. Not only that, but they're already not doing too well because they already have a disadvantage, but they're getting their troop counts up, and hopefully they get their ship counts up soon. Personally, getting their ship counts up will be the main thing I want them to do. Yeah, great. Of course, I just reduce it. Alright. I guess might as well spawn and just get another troop ready up here. Alright, Portugal. Baracoa, that's in the Caribbean, isn't it? Baracoa, okay, so does that mean that the other place somewhere around here? Oh, Kumana there. Alright, well, I guess Baracoa. And now we have a claim against Portugal. Yeah, well, Castile don't even care for land in this. They just want to join for the fun of it. Alright, sure. Well, let's look around here. Alright. Yeah, let's do it. With the second army over here, we'll start sending them. I guess we'll have to start. Okay, now we can start going and seeding their land and such. Alright, I'll block that there, and I guess I'll put those ships there to block any movement from there. Already, and yeah, I'm guessing that oh, it's wait, I can negotiate with peace deals of them individually. Interesting. Hold on, let's see with Portugal directly. Okay, so yeah, as I thought, cancel subject doesn't work for vassals or colonial nations. Their capital there. Well, let's focus on Portugal for now. Alright, we've already been their ships once. Yeah, so just put those there. So that way they'd have to fight their own ships. And a part of my plan here is I will make them give back some of their lands here to Castile. Even though I don't believe that they actually took these lands from Castile directly, I still think it would be a funny thing to do. to... I guess I'll split up half of this to send it over this way. I guess we might as well send him out because we'll probably win that battle. Okay, so I sent out more ships than I thought. Alright, fine. If we won that battle there. This guy. Yeah, I guess might as well send over the other ships as well. Not much that the Portuguese are going to do about it. Alright, so Antilles. You're going to stick with me. You're going to go aggressive. And so will Favonia. You have 25 troops. Cat has 12 troops, still a good amount. I'll just try to transport ships. Okay, bugger it. Get these ships to Unami. Get these troops on the Unami. I won that siege. I'll help them there. Yeah, unfortunately with it we'll have to... Sometimes I'm gonna have to like send and invade these islands with our troops directly. Thankfully, clinicians are at least gonna go take care of that. Occupy that there. Seal. My loss. Yeah, you know what? We'll siege down Lisbon directly. Yeah, which is their capital still, so. I still have 21 troops somewhere. Guessing probably somewhere mainly in the Caribbean. Regardless, we'll teach them a lesson. That being that well, that we'll just take what we want. So yeah, we directly are at a kind of another rival while at war. Alright, so they still have 7 troops there, so we'll rush them down. We'll try to. Yeah, Barbados has been occupied. I guess overall our allies aren't the best at naval invasions, but and again, I guess they don't really have that much experience in doing so. Chase them up free France here. Quite annoying, but we are chasing them down. Hold on. And finally we're gonna have a battle. Now let's reoccupy it and chase down their troops here again. There we go. And that knocks them down to 13 troops, none of which would be in Europe still. That leads me to believe the rest of their troops are either in Cuba or here, but I don't see their troops on here, so probably not. Regardless, we'll siege down their lands. I think this is the only province I would need to siege down here, so that's good. And thankfully our allies are holding the fort pretty much. We'll quickly send these troops over here. I won the siege of Lisbon. I guess I'll send one of the troops up that way and the other here. Oh, those ones stay there, and I'll, I'll keep these and window walls over. I'll sell them to the Antilles. Alright. Alright, so I want Barbados, Dominica. Oh yeah, so I can't even actually send it to them. So yeah, Dominica, Barbados, Trinidad. And I could actually get all those provinces to them. I would want those provinces myself directly. Alright. But the thing is, I don't know if I actually properly want... And I'll keep going. Let's see, so how much would it take? How much would it be to take all? You know what? Screw it. Might as well go full on Caribbean consolidation here. We're going to siege down the whole of their land here, and we are going to massively expand Antilles. Some people may say this is rude. Well, they're completely right, it is rude, but it's colonial times. What do you expect? You don't get a big emperor in this game by being a nice guy. You get it by conquering. That's what we intend to do here. Conquer but be nice to our allies. Mainly our vassals and Castile. I'm just gonna rush their troops directly. Alright. So hold on, let me see something. Assuming I didn't take land from their vassals. Now let's clear off just like make these two cede the Caribbean to me. Make Portugal cede those lands to Castile. I just need a bit more land somewhat to give it, or to take Trinidad. Well, once again we'll clear that and give those lands there. And I'll be trying to give all these lands to my vassal directly. So yeah, we'll need a bit more war goal, and we'll also need to invade Colombia directly. I don't know, let me probably could take Aruba just itself easily enough with these troops. And we're getting quite a lot of ships from this. Roman's been occupied. Oh, wrong one. Tilly's. Yeah, but nice of Favania to pitch in and do some of the work of occupying the stuff. River's been occupied. We're not able to transfer it over just yet. Oh yeah, let's go take Trinidad now. Zoe here, that's gonna be well, normally when I'm colonizing the Caribbean, Zoe's like one of the main places I go to because of the trade bonus. It was a massive trade port area. Yeah, let's just send these 2 troops in. And the rest of these troops will send over here. Alright. Good. Okay, so this one's already been occupied. And doing Antilles. So let's I guess Bermuda. Ah, never mind. I was gonna chase their ships, but oh, I guess we can siege and a bit more land myself. Yeah, I guess I might as well wait for this to finish colonizing as well. Anyway, I can't. I have to wait for a river as well. Well, I guess if I'm gonna have to wait, I might as well. And then I send him over to Barney. Send him over to here. The Portuguese keep trying to offer peace, but I'm not ready for it yet. And I'm gonna be ready for it soon enough. Alright, order a naval barrage. Oh yeah, I sold it. There we go. And doing Antilles. What was it saying about the province directly? Is that for all provinces? Or? Okay. Oh yeah, so we've majority of the Caribbean now. Alright. Portugal directly. Trinidad. That's all in there. You know what, I'll take Cape Verde directly. Okay, so Portuguese would still form it against me anyway. Alright, you know what? Yeah. I think this is pretty good. Alright, so yeah, the Angevin conquest of Baracoa. We lost 36,000 troops. I lost 10 ships, but they lost 28,000 troops and 28,000 troops and 15 ships. But I also got a pretty much full control over the Caribbean. And here it is. Here's the peace offer. My Emperor, Portugal accepted our generous peace offer terms. Portugal will cede Leão, Salamanca, Avilia, Zamora, and Placecina to Castile. Portugal will cede Camagüey and Cape Verde to Angevin. Caribs will cede Barbados, Dominica, Bani, Higui, Managua, Tortuga, Magua, Marion, Equimo, Baracoa to Angevin Antilles. Caribs will cede Sigio, Zui, and Aruba to Angevin. Portuguese Colombia will cede Trinidad to Angevin Antilles. Portugal will pay 34.8 ducats to Angevin and its allies. Angevin will get 18.6 of this amount. This peace will cost Angevin 162 diplomatic points. With the conquest Casus Belli, Angevin will suffer a maximum of 93.2 aggressive expansion relation penalty. This peace will cause Angevin Antilles to suffer a base of 47.4 aggressive expansion relation penalty. A total of 336 prestige will be divided between Angevin's allies. Angevin will gain 18.6 prestige. Portugal will gain negative 36. And Castile will gain 39 power projection. I'm gonna start granting them some of their earned provinces now. And with that, I'll be ending this episode here, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.